This is Two Bright Guys, 120 watts. It is the podcast, no holds barred.
Yes.
We can say, fuck, shit,
Well,
kiss my ass.
He gonna cuss a lot.
You can say all
You're
that.
just so ready.
You gotta let
As
it go.
a radio person, I feel you.
So you
fuck,
can
fuck,
say-
fuck, fuck, fuck,
That-
I
There you
can't
go.
say
was-
that on air.
Yeah.
But that was liberating, wasn't it?
Was.
Yeah.
Say it one more time.
I feel like
One more
fuck,
time.
fuck, 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 fuck.
One more
Shit,
time.
shit, 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 shit.
Yeah.
I feel like someone with Tourette's.
Yeah. You with the right,
Fuck shit, yeah.
you with the right guy. You're with the right guy. He's ready.
I'm DJ Composition, a.k.a. Combat Comp, a.k.a. the most dangerous light-skinned man on the planet.
Oh God.
Are you?
Absolutely.
Dangerous how?
I'll leave that up to interpretation.
DJ Complicated.
That means he's full of shit.
Yeah. Nah, he'll shoot you. Not you, but he'll shoot
Yeah.
somebody. I believe that.
In the right circumstance, I
Yeah.
will shoot a lady.
Wow.
If you attacking me,
You a shooter?
if my life is in danger,
Okay.
Oh,
that's
okay,
different.
yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
my life
I
is
thought
in
you meant
danger.
attack with words.
No,
I'm like, oh,
no,
maybe I
no.
should leave now.
Yeah.
No.
Somebody was like,
So does that mean you're gonna attack me now with words?
That
No,
means, like,
but you
somebody's
never know
like-
what can happen.
yeah, I don't like your beard. Bang.
No.
Bang.
Crystal don't like my beard.
Your wife don't like your beard?
Absolutely not.
She hates it or just doesn't like it?
Hates it
Really? Why?
because she's weird.
What? What's she gonna be?
I'm just saying, and I refuse to cut it.
So is that why you won't cut it? Because she doesn't
Because
like
she
it?
doesn't like it.
That's part of it.
So you're spiteful.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay, does she not like the feel?
She doesn't like it at all. She
Or the
like-
look.
She likes when I was clean shaven and just had my
Does
goatee.
she not kiss you because of the beard?
No, that's not why.
Say, that's not why. I'm an asshole. That's why.
Yeah. I don't kiss her when she eat pork.
Why?
Okay.
I don't eat pork.
Oh.
Okay.
And
That's
she loves
understandable.
bacon, and I'm like, man, get away.
Get
That's
turkey
understandable.
bacon.
She don't eat turkey bacon. I eat it.
You think she eat bacon just so you won't kiss her with the beard?
I don't know. Don't care.
So what if she goes turkey bacon for a year? Could you cut the beard?
Not gonna happen.
Perfect segue. Compromising in relationships.
Relation slips.
That was a slip. Relationship/marriage.
What about it?
What's the compromise?
Ain't no compromise.
The woman's always right.
Incorrect.
So then it has to be a compromise.
There is no compromise. I don't tell her what to do with her hair. She doesn't tell me what to do with my hair.
That's compromise, isn't
It's
it?
compromise. If she comes home and she shaves her head bald,
I got a Two Bright Guys hat for you, baby. It's cold.
so you wouldn't care? I mean, I don't think. Okay, so we had an interesting.
If she got a funny shaped head, I'm gonna blaze her ass up.
That's a part of relationships. But so we had an interesting question at work, and I posted it on Facebook.
By the way, before we get into this, I'm Christine. It's
There you
just
go.
so people
I'm
are
sorry.
like, who the hell is this?
Yeah, she's Christine. Okay, so perfect question, Christine.
Our other partner in crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's dangerous too. Okay, would you care or would you date a man who donated sperm?
Yeah, I don't care.
So donated sperm before you didn't care. So he could have kids everywhere, you wouldn't know.
Oh, well. I
Oh,
mean,
well.
does he plan on reaching out to these kids?
Okay, so
cares?
So not backpack.
And you know why I don't
Backtrack.
care? Because I made I guess you could say a promise with myself that if I'm 35 and not married and not in a relationship, then
We're going there.
But I
Yeah.
want kids.
Yeah, we're going there. So
I-
so you would take okay. Let's back up first. I have a series of questions that lead to this.
Come on now.
We got
Get
it. 'Cause
your shit
no,
together.
No, it's together.
We waiting.
No, she broke off into something else. So you could date a man with kids.
Yes.
How many kids?
Well,
What's too many? Like 1, 2, 3. All right,
I
damn, that's
want
enough.
I want 3 or 4 of
Okay,
my
so
own.
of your own. If you met a man now with 3 kids, could you date him?
If I loved him,
You don't know if you love him. You just
Oh.
met him.
You just
He said-
I would say right now I would say probably not, but then again, you never know who you're gonna vibe with.
Yes.
And if we're clicking, I'm not gonna let the fact that you have kids.
3 kids, 2 baby mamas. Because what I found out is the baby mamas is the problem.
As long as the baby mama, if she's gonna be an issue, then I don't even want to be a part of it.
Okay.
If you guys are civil, you're co-parenting, things are, gravy,
then different.
Yes. But if she is a fucking bitch and she's gonna cause a lot of drama for everyone and try and break, just be in our shit, then no.
Okay.
Nope.
Next part of this question. The man you're with gets asked by a woman to donate sperm to her because she
Nope. Not cool.
See, there we go. Now
Not
we into
cool.
it. Now, why is that not cool? He did it
Because
before
we're
you.
together. If it before
But
us was
he's
before
not. He's
us.
not having sex with her. She asked to donate. Like, I like your jeans.
No.
So you're okay with?
Because if he went to a sperm bank
Yes,
and
sperm
donated,
bank,
that's
yes.
different.
Yeah, sperm bank.
But for a
No, not-
female to come up to him and is like, "I want your
Okay.
sperm,"
Okay.
bitch.
Okay.
So what if? But what
Bitch.
if they?
But
What if they were friends for a very long time?
Yes.
care.
Hold up.
Yes.
Now you just said that at 35, if
You're
didn't
gonna
have
go to
any
the sperm bank,
kids
right?
or
Yeah.
Whatever,
So you wouldn't pick a guy that you knew or you were attracted to?
No, I
You
would
would
go to
trust
a
the
sperm
sperm bank?
Hell yeah, they got the books of people.
I
and
heard
you
that
could-
too, but you
could
don't
choose.
know.
They
I go
lie.
to a legit sperm bank
But you
where
wouldn't
you can
know.
see who that
They
guy
lie.
is.
If I'm
and-
jacking off at the sperm bank, don't take my picture. No, I mean,
but yeah, that's why I say
before or
go to-
after.
yes, yes. So now you know why? Because don't darn me.
Maybe
Cause you're red-handed.
Yeah, and literally red-handed. So this is what I'm saying.
The lid's got to
This is what I'm saying. So now, if you date a guy who he's went to the sperm bank, and then you and him have kids together, your kid could sleep with one of his other kids somewhere and be fucking siblings.
Ew.
Exactly.
Who the hell thought about that?
Who don't? I would think about like where the fuck these kids come from and who is his siblings? And then
We all related one way or another.
but you don't want to know how close. And then the kids can also backtrack. Like my dad gave sperm, I'm him.
Well, there are stories.
So this is
you
what I
hear
tell
that.
you.
Yes,
do.
and then
Where-
there's serial killers went to sperm banks and like 27 kids, like 17 of the 27 are like crazy.
Well, this is what you do. If you're going to give sperm and you're worried about your kids, fucking your kids or whatever, get on a plane, go out of town, jack off at the sperm bank out of town, and then come back home.
But people, it's a small ass world.
It is.
It's small as shit.
Just go somewhere super remote.
It's small as shit. Okay, so your friend, you have a friend, and she says, "I don't trust anybody else. I want your man's sperm." Yes or no? Or
She said no.
Or
She
your
said
man,
no.
your man has a best friend. Best friend his whole life. The best friend can't have kids, and he asks your man, "I can't
still
have
no.
kids, bro. Could you please donate sperm to my wife?"
No.
Why is it no?
I don't know. It's just
Because it's
we're
your
in a
sperm.
relationship at
It's
that
your
point.
sperm.
So
Yes,
so you're
that's my sperm.
It's your sperm.
so you're cool. Wait, so you're now you're possessive.
It's my sperm.
So wait. So he could donate sperm before you. Can he
I
donate?
didn't know him before.
Can he donate sperm while he's with you?
No,
randomly.
No. Because why do men usually donate sperm?
For money.
money. Exactly.
Yes.
Listen.
Or some men do it just to like, hey, I want my seeds out there. It's some weird cases. They
so
might
listen.
say it's for money. It's doctors and lawyers in there doing this shit. They tell you a doctor or lawyer
Yeah.
in the book, right? So that's not for money.
So listen.
Some creepy shit.
I was going to do it.
They do it for the good of humanity.
And Crystal didn't want me to do it. She was like totally against it. And I was like, girl, you don't know. You want that brand new whip? Ha! Covered. It's paid for.
How much do you get for donating sperm?
It depends. I think it depends on like your education level and
It
all
does
that stuff.
depends. And
So
I
with me
think
having a
different ones.
master's, I have top tier sperm.
I mean,
You
they
should
take
go
other
find
things,
out.
your genetics, your medical
6'4".
history.
And
all
you got
that
I've
green
stuff.
never
eyes?
drank and smoked. Got
And
green
you got
eyes.
green eyes?
Yes.
Shit, nigga. Look, I'm going to sign you up. I just need 10%, motherfucker.
You gonna pimp my sperm?
That's right. That's right. Look, this is grade A shit.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
we
you want
should
look, you
pimp your
want red
sperm.
hair and green eyes? Motherfucker, I got this shit right
Wow.
I'm gonna turn this question back around on you. How would you feel?
Egg and surrogates?
Yeah, like if someone asked you're married or in a
And they asked me
relationship,
for my sperm?
No, and they asked your girl for her eggs.
That would
Just
be up to
the
her.
eggs?
You know why? Because as a man, this is
you need. How much?
nope. Those costs.
There's a difference between like a surrogacy having Kim
Like
and
Kim
Kanye
K.
have a
Right.
have
Somebody
a surrogate.
carried
That's
their egg
different,
and seed.
But exactly,
Yes.
but that's their baby just
Yeah.
because it's someone else.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
but your girl's sperm.
I mean,
Or
her
sorry,
egg.
your girl's
Whoa.
eggs.
Whoa.
I
I
don't
was so
think that's a
I
girl.
was
No.
so stuck on the sperm.
Yeah.
Remember
Okay.
that Corvette on the Ford?
Yeah. Okay.
Wait a minute.
So wait, the question was, it's somebody else's sperm.
Some is at the end of the Cracker Jack
Someone
box.
else's sperm and your girl's
Impregnating her
eggs.
egg.
Yeah.
inside her body or outside the body? Because the eggs can come out too, and they can,
Yeah.
in another
So
surrogate.
outside the body, like you're gorgeous. I want your
as
eggs.
a man, in 2018, I'll say this, and I've said this all year, all last year. There are no more gender roles for women. No man can tell a woman what to do with any part of her body.
But because you're in a relationship, that's something you have to discuss
if you
together.
say if you say no, she still could say it's my body. I'll do what I want, and you have to deal with it as a man. As a man, if she says no, and you say it's my body, she's gonna say no, it's our body.
Okay, she does it anyway. And you're not comfortable with it. What next?
Is that the end of the relationship?
Yeah.
If she gives an
Is
egg
that
away,
is that a deal
first of
breaker?
all, an egg is like $10,000.
It is. It's expensive.
It's expensive, like
Right.
$10,000.
Now, if you buying me some car shit with them egg money,
Look, with the egg money, it's like
you
it's
want
breakfast.
cheese on these
He made it
eggs,
sound like it's
motherfuckers?
breakfast.
Like scrambled
Are
the
you
bitches.
are
That
you
don't
buying
shit.
me like? Then he said, "Are you buying me like car shit with the egg?"
Like we have to have a discussion.
He needs new
How
tires.
much of the breakfast food money am I getting? Like
I'm just saying.
she say, none.
Oh well, do what you fuck you want to
See,
do.
men that don't bother men.
Because when I go do what the fuck I want to do, I don't want to hear shit.
That's not in the woman's vocabulary. You're going to hear something.
I mean, I can understand that though.
I'm just saying. Like for me, if we're gonna be equal, let's be equal.
Mm-hmm.
equally yoked.
It can't be
get
one
it?
way. I agree.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying.
So let me ask you this. Okay.
But see, men have to go off their way to give a fuck. Cause like you said, we don't care. Now I gotta actively give a fuck to act like I'm mad because you wouldn't let me give my
All
sperm
right.
away to my best friend.
I'm serving up something hot because we're talking about equality and bodies and everything else. Okay. Say two people, they have sex, unprotected, woman is pregnant. The guy says,
I was going there too, yeah.
The guy says, listen, I really don't want kids right now because of what I'm trying to accomplish, XYZ. I think that we should go and do the abortion thing.
Mm-hmm.
She says, no, I'm keeping it. Should he be obligated to still take care of that child? Because he up front said, listen, I don't want to do this.
I don't think he's obligated. I think it's his choice.
Oh no, by law
but-
he's obligated because
By
if she
law.
had that baby,
Oh
child support's
yeah,
coming.
child support is
See, a
coming.
woman could say, "I don't want to have the baby. I'm aborting," and the man say, "I want it." It's nothing he could do about it.
That's
Right.
true.
It's and it's his sperm, half his baby. Once it leaves his body, it's no control. So your man can go jack off into a rag, it's perfectly fine. But if that shit ends up in a cup somewhere and he happens to get a check for it, now all of a sudden, motherfucker, now it's a problem.
Yeah.
As a man, it's only gender roles for males.
Well, I mean, I forgot about the child support, so yeah. Get ready.
Look, oh my
Get ready.
God. Women are so, oh my God. That's so unfair. That makes you not
I've
want-
never done that. I don't have kids. I would never do that to a guy. I firmly believe that is something that needs to be discussed between.
But some
both
women,
people.
it's discussed before you have sex. You put it on her, or she in love with you, or the sex good, she open.
I'm on the pill.
Yeah, okay. What if she lies about it?
That's
Derrick Rose, when he had the last rape
Yeah.
charge, he wrapped the condom in a knot and put it in his pocket, and they asked him why, and it was because the NBA told him, take the condoms with you when you have sex because there's stories of women taking the condoms, putting them in the freezer, turkey basting, $5,000 a month.
Yeah, getting paid.
Getting paid. So. So, I mean.
I can't stand females like that. And then I can't stand when females use the child
as a weapon.
Yeah, it's like,
bullshit.
that's so fucked up.
That's
like, you
some
can't
bullshit.
do that. And I've seen it a lot with like friends.
Yeah.
And it pisses me the fuck off.
You've probably seen it with women who are cheating or cheated on this guy, had a baby by him, and now all of a sudden they're all in love. Don't even answer that. Just over your head. Like women are wicked.
We were discussing the whole sexual harassment thing and what it looks like and now how it's making men afraid to even approach women and stuff like that and the big men need to step up and call out when they see this and that and the third. My thing is, on the other half, women need to equally call out the other women that's using their body to get positions, money, things like that.
They need to call out women for lying about sexual
and
encounters.
lying about that shit.
I agree. I don't disagree.
And why isn't that happening on that end of the spectrum?
Because women have a code. They don't.
Do they?
Yeah, because being a hoe or the definition of a hoe is subjective. Women can do what they want to with their body, right?
I don't know.
Because
there's always been a double standard where a guy can go be a fucking whore and fuck anyone he wants, and if a girl does it, she's a whore.
To some people. But guys can be whores too, it just doesn't bother them. Mm-hmm. It doesn't bother a man to be called a hoe. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
And
so why you don't think more women call out other women? For that lying and that bullshit. Because we can't get to a point where we eliminate the sexual harassment and all that other shit if other people aren't willing to call out the bullshit.
And I agree.
So why isn't that happening?
I don't know, but I'm with you. Like, I actually genuinely agree with you as a female. Like, that's how it should be, because it's not fair. Like, it's like we were talking, earlier. I'm all about this movement because it's bullshit the way a lot of women have been treated, and it's like,
absolutely.
Especially with the whole Harvey Weinstein thing. What pig, but
using positions of power.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But where I was going with this.
We were talking about the rape.
Yeah, I just feel like some people are getting out of control with it. With like, it's like I told you, I feel like guys are gonna be scared to even flirt with me now because they feel like, I accidentally touched you. Now you're gonna accuse me of doing something wrong to you, and that's not okay. But as of right now, you can't, like, anything a woman says, like, oh, he touched me weird. People are panicking, and like these big corporations.
Well, it all falls
and that's
under.
what pisses me off. Like Netflix with Danny Masterson, they fired him because
it all falls under harassment. So they don't specify it, what he did. It's all under harassment. And I think, like you said earlier, too, that it dims the light on the rape victims.
It does.
No woman has the right to be accosted, touched, fondled,
without her permission.
Without her without her permission. Yeah, but still, like, no woman deserves that harassment. But at the same time, I'm sure it's all up to speculation. I think it's better off now just to be upfront about everything. Like, I'm going to touch you. I'm going to touch your left titty.
Which is, in a way, kind of sad that it has to be that way.
It takes away the spontaneity.
It does.
I'm going to touch your left titty.
I need you to sign this.
I'm going to touch your left titty. You touch the right one up. He said he was going to touch the left, and it wasn't the left.
I need to sign the contract.
Yeah. It needs to be.
So we talked about kids and everything, and I saw this video with what's up girl from Blackish name?
I don't know. I don't watch Blackish.
Diana Ross' daughter.
Oh. Okay,
yeah. I know who you're talking about. I'm
Tracy,
drawing a blank. Tracy, yes.
Alice Ross.
She was talking about how because she's her age, she's successful, but there's still pressure on her because she's not married, she doesn't have kids.
That's some bullshit.
And she was saying that
that's a stigma
fuck
in
that.
Hollywood.
She was
yeah.
like, fuck that. Like, that shouldn't define me as a person or being successful.
Nope.
So my question for you is, have you felt any pressure from your family because
because I'm single?
But no, your family's a little different too, right? Because Chaldeans are kind of strict about who you date, right?
Yes,
I
overall, yes, my family's very Americanized.
Are they?
So I haven't dated a Chaldean guy since I was in high school.
Okay.
Chances are, I'm not gonna marry one.
Okay.
But my family's
They're cool with that.
cool with that. Yeah,
because some
families
no,
ain't.
you know,
trust me, I know.
You got friends who probably been disowned, especially if it's a black guy.
Yeah.
Just be real.
Yeah.
If it's a black guy, it's like, okay, they're not. You can bring a white guy home, but not a black guy.
And why? Why do they get disowned? What's the big to-do?
I think I don't know. I think it's honestly it's ignorance. It's the way they grew up, and they're for the most part pretty conservative. Mm-hmm. I'm not dogging my culture, my people, but I don't agree with everything that they believe in. Like, for example, I have a friend who is my age, still lives at home, and she can't leave until she gets married. So in my eyes, you just replaced a dad with a husband. You're not living life.
Wait, she can't leave because she's married.
She makes her own money. She makes great money, but she still lives with her parents, and she's dating someone. It's really secretive, and I'm not okay with that.
You're not living your life.
You're not living your life. Like, you're making your own money. You have a career. But if you want to live at home, that's okay.
Yeah, it happens.
But as a young female who's independent, I'm all about experiencing the world and getting out of the Metro Detroit bubble. you know what I mean? And so many people I grew up with have done that.
Does she have to marry a Chaldean? If she brought home a white guy,
I think she's actually dating a white guy.
That'd be acceptable? Or would her father accept that?
I think a white guy would be more acceptable.
Well, we said that definitely than a black guy. And if it's a black guy, the standards to bring a black guy home have to be high, like an athlete, superstar type dude. That's
something
cool.
like.
But you can't bring Tyrone home.
I don't give a flying fuck. And I am gonna bring home whomever I'm in love with. No matter what his color is.
But your parents will accept that.
I think, you know what? Overall, yes. My parents would. I think the whole family as a whole would be weird about it. But I don't give a shit.
So,
I've always been my own person, and I think they know that.
So between your mom and dad, who's gonna be the more accepting?
Her
my mom.
Her mom.
My
for sure.
Your
Her dad.
My dad and I, we have a relationship.
They kind of because you know why? Because
we butt heads.
You know why? Because you probably act like him.
How so?
Stubborn like him. You have his attitude, his personality, and that's why
I wouldn't say I have his personality.
I'm not saying all the way, but most times when kids don't get along with a certain parent, it's because they act like that parent. They act just like that parent. And they can't see it.
Maybe in certain ways, but other ways, no.
Your strengths and all your pride, it comes from him. So your mother's probably a nice, sweet lady.
She is,
I know the dynamic already. Mm-hmm. And your father's probably like, well, I'm going to do what I want to do, but you're my child, so you do what I say do. And you're like, I'm your child, that's why I'm not going to do what you tell me to do.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's one of those situations. I'm almost certain it is.
Mm-hmm. So, we butt heads.
So you can't bring a black guy home.
Oh, I will if I want to.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm
She's already made that declaration.
Oh, yeah, she'll bring home Tyrone.
I'm bringing a black guy home.
Braids, wife beater, tattoos, and all he's thinking about is this dude is sleeping with my daughter.
Oh, gosh.
Fresh out the joint.
Fresh out of Mound Prison in Detroit.
Oh, no, hell no. I'm not going to date a bum.
No inmates.
No.
He could have been the boss. He just got, a couple traffic tickets.
What if it was white-collar crime?
What about
Even the name is racist.
Yeah.
White collar crime.
But it's blue collar crime.
Yeah. But when you shoot,
it depends.
When you shooting dice and guns, it's black collar crime.
No, they shoot dice.
I'm not gonna not date someone because they were in jail. It just depends what you did.
Right.
You know.
You like thugs?
thugs.
You like rough guys, a little edge to them.
I like bad boys. I wouldn't say I like thugs, but I like bad boys.
What's a bad boy?
Okay, so I need someone who's gonna challenge me. I don't do clingy. Like, give me my fucking space. You know what I mean? That's my number one turn off. Clingy. I need someone who's gonna challenge me. Okay, so now that we're talking about this, let me ask you. I've had a lot of guys recently tell me that I'm intimidating. I was like, I'm not a bitch.
Because they pussies.
And they're like, no, but you just are really confident and sure of yourself, and it's intimidating. I'm like, don't guys want that?
Because they pussies.
Yeah.
Like, do they want a girl that they can fix?
No, but men have been watered down. Society has watered men down.
Flat out.
Yeah. I don't want a pussy.
No.
But you kind of have one. So
I have one. That doesn't mean I want one.
You don't want one. That's what I'm saying,
That's
though.
a different kind of relationship.
Society has watered down the role of the male. A man, my dad, like my father likes to say, men's nuts are clipped.
Yeah.
If you see something happen to a man, my dad will say, yeah, his nuts are clipped. He's holding the purse. Yeah, she clipped his nuts.
And I don't want that.
No.
I mean, I want to be able to do things for each other.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
But
if
you
I
wanna
say hold my purse, whatever, hold it real quick.
Yeah.
But
Or I'm going to set it in the chair next to him. I'll watch your purse.
yeah.
I'll watch your
Yeah.
purse. I'll make sure won't nobody
Put this shit
steal
over
your
there.
purse.
Right.
I don't
I think
know.
you've been in the wrong circle.
Because
Listen,
you know what? You
so-
know what, though? Because women will try to hold you. Like, I'm going to make him hold my purse in the middle of the store. And as a man, you come like, are you trying me?
No.
Or do you really want to know if I love you?
Women try, man. I
All the
absolutely
time.
believe
I
that.
think it goes both ways. But
How do a man try a woman?
I don't know.
Let me bring this woman home. You want to sleep with, like, is that how a man tries a woman?
I mean, is that how you do it?
No. Hell no. I'm not trying to die.
But no, I do think girls do that just so that they can see what their guy's gonna do for them.
And it's women treat men like property. It's very simple. Women treat men like property. Oh, your man don't hold your purse? Mine's hold my purse. Your man don't open doors? Mine's open the door for me. And they brag about that amongst other women. You don't.
I was saying, I think I'm more. I can't be the guy in the relationship, and I have encountered that as I meet guys.
like
I'm
you
like, I'm gonna be the guy in the
So
relationship.
what it sounds like,
You killing
hold on.
spiders and shit.
No,
You know what it
that I
sounds
won't
like?
do.
Look.
No.
You know what it sounds
I
like?
still need a guy to kill spiders and hang shit on my
It
walls.
sounds like
Hang shit on the wall.
it sounds like she's dated a lot of pussies.
You like calling men pussies, huh?
I mean, the world is filled with a lot of pussies.
There was a guy, my first Bumble experience.
What is Bumble?
It's a dating app.
Like Tinder?
It's like Tinder, but less crabs, I guess.
Less
the girl
crabs.
has to contact the guy first, so it weeds out dick pics. You know what I mean? So
it weeds out.
What is your average dick pic?
Rate of receiving.
do you know
For
how
a
many
week.
unsolicited dick pics I have gotten?
Wow.
This week?
I don't want to know. Wow.
Yeah.
Is this a weekly thing?
No, thankfully not.
Wow.
It's been a couple weeks since I got one. So.
Have you ever seen a dick pic and said, you know what? I'd like to try that.
No, but I mean, I've had an attractive guy send me one, a dick snap, like a video. I'm just like, well, he's good looking, but I'm not going to respond.
Wow. Okay. All right. Okay.
Anyway, first Bumble experience. Haven't been back since because of it. Second date. He told me he loved me.
What?
Second date.
Wait.
Okay, so,
Wait. You
are
mean
you
second?
gonna-
You mean second date? Like we went out yesterday? Like we went out last week,
like-
and then like no
No,
interaction.
like we had our first, like we hung out 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
That second day, he said it, and I'm kind of dumb. Like we were hanging out at my house.
Yes. So you let him in. It's the first girl ever let me in. I love you. That's your
He
fault.
was. It is my fault. I didn't feel like unsafe or
But
anything like
I know
that.
you probably got a gun somewhere. You probably a thug. I'm not worried
You
about
got a
your
gun?
gun.
Do you have a gun?
I don't have a gun.
Why not?
Because I don't have my license. I mean, I would like to.
Yeah, I bet you would.
I would like
But
to.
your
I've
fa-
get you together.
I've been to a gun
But-
range and it's fun.
Just
your-
get with me. I get you.
Your
together.
father,
Okay.
because you know your father would kill somebody over you, so you're not
Yeah.
worried. Your brother,
He's
you got
got
brothers?
guns. No, I don't have brothers.
Okay, you
I
have
got
cousins. Oh yeah, okay.
I have cousins and lots of them.
And they live in
so look,
Detroit.
I gotta ask
Shit.
this question. I gotta ask this question. He said he loved you on the second date. You didn't drop it on him, did you? In the 2 dates.
No.
Me drop it?
No.
I was like.
She looked at him weird.
I was like,
already.
you didn't just say that, did you?
You thought he was joking.
Well, I don't know. I was like, you didn't just say that, did you? And his face, like, you can tell he was surprised he said it, but he was like,
he was a white guy.
yes. So
Yeah.
You could be a black man 10 years. He's like, I love you. I mean, I guess I like you. You cool. Why you rushing shit?
That's so funny.
Why you rushing shit?
You alright.
Yeah.
Now take
That,
this.
that's usually
CVS.
me in
Look,
a
look, look,
relationship,
look,
Hey,
though.
take this CVS heart chocolate box.
I'm not used to expressing my feelings to women. Here goes some half-eaten candies and a dirty teddy bear.
I left all the nasty ones in the
gosh.
box.
And you like, I love Tyrone. Can't wait to take you to the Chaldeans. You got your gun?
That's so funny.
Look, you from the east side or the west side? East side. How many people have you shot this week?
This weekend.
Look.
No, I don't want someone like
You don't know.
that.
I've dated him. You know Ricky. You know Ricky. I've already dated him.
You guys are
So,
fooling.
okay, so I don't know too much about Chaldean culture as far as religion or what everybody practices.
Catholic.
Catholic, okay.
Yep.
All right. So, in most Middle Eastern religions, men are allowed to have multiple wives, correct?
That's in the Muslim culture.
Muslim culture. Okay.
Yes.
Do you believe in polygamy?
No.
If you could have 2 husbands,
No.
2 Tyrones.
If you want to fuck around
No, we
with a
don't-
bunch of people, be single.
No, we're not talking about fucking around. Comp has a theory, and it's kind of been proven, on the economic structure that's beneficial
Okay.
from having multiple adults in a relationship. Break it down for a Comp.
All right.
Like the here it go.
I'm going to put my tie on in my hoodie right in the crib.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in a traditional whatever, husband, wife, whatever, say y'all both make 50 grand a year. All right? Now, say that's 100 grand a year for that household.
Right.
Now, say it's a man, 3 women. Everyone makes 40 grand a year.
I don't care.
Listen, hold up, hear me out. That's 160 grand coming into a household.
Okay.
All right, into whatever you got. You just said earlier that you like to be left alone from time to time. Mm-hmm. I feel like there are some advantages with a polygamous relationship.
Because
How does your girl feel about that?
She ain't with it, but
that's why he only got 1. But I'm saying, so if you get married, do you not want to see your husband every day? Because I'm a loner too. Like I can be in a house with you every day, but I need to be like in another room by myself, gathering my thoughts.
Don't get me wrong, and
because it ain't all about just fucking though.
Because you don't see that, you don't sleep with every wife every day,
and they work together. And it is flip sides where it's like one woman and
I don't care. When I say like leave me alone,
I don't
you're
care.
possessive.
let me like just go. I'm not possessive. I just believe in monogamy.
Okay.
That's what I believe. It has nothing to do with possession. Just because I want my alone time doesn't mean that's a free pass to go.
it's not fucking.
But you're instantly going to sex.
Isn't that the sister wives? Isn't that what they do?
It ain't all about sex though.
It's not all about sex. It's a monetary.
So would you be down? Like, you know how there are some people who have like, they're married and then they have a girlfriend in the relationship? You know what I mean?
First of all, dealing with one woman is enough in modern day standards.
That's a lot of
So
work.
you'd have a boyfriend.
No.
Whoa! Bam! She disrespecting.
She disrespecting.
She disrespecting.
She come on our shoulder. No, I'm saying from a man's point of view, one woman is enough.
Okay.
So one
yeah.
man, one woman. Even like the
Disrespecting.
whole. Yeah, she tried me. I'm gonna let her slide this time.
She came
And she got
for you.
cousins in Detroit.
She came for you, dog.
Pull up to a gas station. I don't know who gonna fuck me up. But so I'm saying, so one man, one woman. It's enough.
That's
Everything's
how I
too
feel.
complicated. Even if you, because I think right now. All right, let me back up a little bit. Do you want to get married?
I would like to,
Or would you be okay with having a life partner, somebody you're with for the rest of your life?
but not married.
But not married.
Yeah. I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Co-parenting,
Yes.
agreeing to have a baby with somebody.
And not be with him?
And you say, well, we don't need to be together, but I like you, I love you. We had a good chemistry. I feel like you'd be a good father. Could I bear your youngin'?
I mean,
if you go into a sperm bank, I think you could pick a guy you already know.
Yeah. I don't think I would be so opposed to that. I don't think it would be like my first option, but if it came down to it, sure.
Okay. All right. So now back to the polygamy question. So, why you left? So with that being said, as far as like you said, okay, married and then like that's like an open marriage then.
What?
Like you say, if you're married and then have a girlfriend. So were you going to ask us how would a man feel if his wife had a boyfriend? Is that what you're going to ask us?
No, I was just asking. I mean, you're asking me about polygamy.
Right.
How are you with that, or like the open relationships? And
well, if you're gonna have
swinging and all that stuff.
If you're going to have another boyfriend, he need to contribute to these bills. He can split your birthday down.
That's fair.
Because this is what women do. Women think that their time, sex, or whatever is mutually exclusive. So like when they're with a man, and say if they have another guy on the side, he doesn't have to do shit. He getting the same pussy we getting.
Isn't that like with your side chicks though?
No, side chicks contribute.
They do?
Yes.
How so?
You're gonna take me flashback. I don't want to go there.
I want to know.
Side women contribute. Maybe not to the relationship or the way you see it, but they still contribute.
Like they're buying you shit, you mean?
No, not just buying. They contribute. It's conversations there. It's other things there. Women have side dudes, and then it's usually they contribute to the men. They be tricking and shit. But your woman, if she got a side dude, she makes her boyfriend do everything: gifts, birthdays, holidays. The dude on the side don't got to do shit, and he's getting the same sex.
Okay.
So
I don't know. I've never had a side dude. So.
Okay. So if you're gonna cheat on me, he need to pay some bills. Pay some bills and contribute.
Have you ever broke up with somebody to go with somebody else that you were more into or attracted to?
I think in high school.
Okay.
But you I've been in 2 serious relationships.
So
and then like things in between.
Yeah, because I think you seem to be the type of woman who you know what you want and you know what a guy is when you meet him. So it's like, okay, well, you're not boyfriend material, but you can buy me sushi. So I'll let you come over every once in a while and we can kick it sometime. Maybe we're not gonna hook up, but we can kick it. Maybe you can get a hug. Yeah. But then he's thinking, I'm buying sushi. No nudge. No, he think he getting it, but she ain't said that yet. Ain't no nudge. Till she get her fill of sushi. Once she get her sushi. You've never done the nudge? But I will split so they don't get the wrong impression. I will split the bill. What's the wrong impression? I don't know. I'm just saying, because you're talking about if a guy's paying for my sushi, he's going to expect something out of it. Well, man shouldn't. So if he buying the sushi, that don't mean he getting coochie. Is that what we saying? That's a t-shirt. Yes, that's a shirt. That is a t-shirt. Just because you buying me sushi doesn't mean you're gonna get the coochie. Wow. I'm and it's one and one. We gonna make the shirt and give it to you. You gotta wear it on your first sushi date. You gotta make. Just want to let you know. Just because you buying me sushi. You gotta make it your Bumble. Is it Bumble? Your Bumble profile. I haven't been back on there since Homeboy told me he loved me. Is he looking for you? Has he called you? He's texted me a little bit, but I would be hurt if I told somebody I love them and I kicked him out. Like you gotta go. I kicked him out of my house. Yeah. Like dog, you gotta go. So he said I love you. And did you say dog? You gotta go, or like I got some stuff I gotta do? I told him you are overwhelming me. This is too much, too quick. I feel like you're trying to wife me up. You ain't gonna wife me. I mean, listen, when I confronted him, like, he was like, well, it's not my fault you don't love. And that's a good point. He made a point. I was like, that's not the case. I was like, you can't just tell me you love me on the second day. He goes, well, I'm not in love with you. I just feel lovey things towards you. Oh, he loves you. He wasn't I was like, I'm not gonna have you leave here thinking we're in a relationship. He goes, well, we've been talking for 2 weeks. We're dating, aren't we? I'm like, hell no, we're not dating. How old was this guy? Wow. Did he have any kids or was he divorced? He had kids. Okay, that's a little too old. He had 2. And did you ask him why was he single at this point? Like, what? Well, it's funny. So we had conversations about relationships, and
I felt like he was sort of judging me for having only 2, like serious ones.
Well, you should judge his ass for saying I love you after 2 days.
Exactly. So he's been in 6, and he's like, I feel like you're judging me for having 6. I was like, it's not the number, it's the fact that you've lived with every single girl you've been with.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
I was like, that's unnecessary. And as we're talking, I stop him. I'm like, have you ever left a girl? And he's
no.
like, well, I've had exes try and come back. And I told him no. I was like, no. Have you ever broken up with a girl?
No.
He said no.
And what does that mean?
To me, that says there's something wrong with him.
Because
he's clingy.
He's clingy. And he even said, he goes, I feel like other than, our careers, I feel like the fact that you're such a social butterfly would be an obstacle. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, because you're social and you like to go out and be around people, and I'm more of a homebody. I was like, you have to have a good balance.
I dated don't leave the house.
All right.
Where'd you going?
I was like, you have to have a good balance of both. Like, don't get me wrong. I can stay home all weekend and talk to nobody and do nothing.
And be perfectly fine.
And be perfectly
And
fine.
drunk snap.
But I got to get out eventually because I need to be around people.
Yeah.
And I asked him, it was like, in all honesty, can you actually see yourself with me? And he's like, well, your personality's a lot more bold than I expected. But,
Pussy.
but yeah, I like what I see so far. I can see myself in a relationship with you.
And
he had his shit in the car ready to move in.
maybe, yeah, see, he blew
Honestly.
it. See, he blew it. If he didn't say I love you, he could have had a shot.
I think eventually, I could tell he was about to be
can't
clingy,
say I
even
love
though
you.
I told him
I
don't
can't
like
say
that.
I love you without having sex with you.
Yeah, and he didn't even hook up.
Like,
we didn't hook up.
Yeah,
he,
so-
didn't get no
Yeah.
cookie.
Yeah,
he
see-
tried to,
yeah.
but I pushed him off.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't.
Gotta
I
sign
love
the
you
contract first.
Without,
Yeah.
without.
I agree.
Yeah, without,
there has to be passion and all of this stuff.
because it could be horrible. Like,
Have you ever you thought you were attracted to someone and then you kiss them and you're like, oh, never mind.
Well, the kiss
I feel
tells you
like
everything.
I was just gonna say,
The
I feel
kiss
like
tells you everything.
It does, and I'm asking because I was having a conversation with a friend of mine who's a guy, and he disagreed. He's like, he didn't understand what I meant
If
when
the
I said a
kiss
kiss
doesn't make
tells
your
you
blood
everything.
boil, it's over.
He didn't get that.
If a,
Hold on.
He thought a
hold on,
kiss
hold on,
is just
hold
a kiss. I'm like, a kiss is
No,
not just
no,
a kiss.
Okay,
No.
hold up. Okay.
No.
It depends what the intentions on the man is.
No. If you talking about intention, like as far as having sex?
Like if
If it's a first date, if I know I'm not getting it, but it's a first date and we kiss, I can tell every.
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
And you know, I
hold on. So if the kiss is terrible, that mean you ain't fucking?
Probably, yeah. I don't.
Bullshit.
No.
When you hungry, you gonna eat, motherfucker.
No,
Get out of here.
No, but you gonna eat what you want to eat.
Hey, you
listen.
like home cooked meals, but
Listen.
sometimes you gotta go through the drive-through, motherfucker.
No, listen.
And both of y'all know exactly what the fuck I'm saying.
No, I've never.
I think
listen,
that's also a difference.
sex-wise,
You've had a 99-cent motherfucking sandwich.
No,
in
sex-wise,
your
That's
life.
so
I've-
funny.
sex-wise, I've never had a one-night stand.
I've had it once.
I have.
10 years ago, never again. I hated it. Never again.
No, I've always had long-term relationships or situations.
Yeah.
I'm
not going to have sex with you unless there's a connection there. We have to have a connection.
It's an attraction, but a kiss will tell you everything.
It does. There was a guy I thought I was attracted to, maybe, or because we were feeling each other. We had same things in common. And then we kissed, and that was enough to tell me.
Teeth or something?
No,
He was a bad. Well, it didn't help that he was a bad kisser.
the motion.
but also,
It could be. It's the motion, the breath. It's an art to kissing.
There is.
You gotta know how to kiss me. I gotta know how to kiss you.
I agree.
And that's not taught. When you going for a good kiss and it's just flowing like synchronized swimming,
Yeah,
then you know
hell
it's
yeah.
good. It's synchronized swimming.
And I don't disagree. But when you're hungry, you're going to eat sometimes. You're going to overlook some shit.
If I'm not feeling you, you're not.
No, you could
touching
be
me.
sexy. I've been attracted to women who I was just like, no. Like I've been like, you're gorgeous. I want to, but something in my spirit is saying no.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
with you.
Like I've been there. Like you are bad. Any other man in this position, he would be like, "What is wrong with you?" And I couldn't explain, and it took
You
me
know
a long
why?
time to understand that.
It's because your two heads aren't in sync, and if they're not in sync, it's not going to work.
Because I'm scary. Like I'm literally like it took me a long time to understand.
You said I had a one night stand years ago, so fuck it.
No, I'm scary. Like sex is you're transferring energies. It's a lot of shit there.
I agree, but look,
you don't.
Me today.
I'm scared of child support.
Listen, me today is a lot different than me years ago.
Long time ago. Completely different.
Whatever.
Yeah, no,
And I mean, and even still, I was still older than your average male when I first had kids and all that other stuff. I still was older, but as a young warthog, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I still was selective. Like I like we said before, like I wouldn't talk to girls who had kids when I was younger. Like
that's how I was. I was
like, nah, see, I was never like that. I was offended because my mother had kids when my father met her. So if he didn't talk to her, then where would I be?
Yeah. But I feel like your mentality changes because I was that way when I was younger. Like, I'm not going to date a guy with kids. But now as I'm getting older and I'm single, people have kids.
It evolves.
Yeah.
Mistakes happen. Shit happens.
Yeah.
Shit does happen. You know, that doesn't
so I don't
make
judge
If I was so against it, I wouldn't have gone on a date with, the guy with 2 kids who said he loved me.
Bumble lover.
I have not. That all it did was prove that online dating's not for me. I already knew that.
Everything's
but that
online dating.
it.
It's online advertising.
I rather meet
when you meet somebody
and
they're gonna say when you meet
so
somebody.
Where's the ideal spot to meet
the
a
grocery
person?
store.
Food. It all revolves around food. Food.
I just have this fantasy of meeting someone at the grocery store.
Like y'all bump carts and look up.
Honestly, I want my life to be a Hallmark movie.
For you to be such a thug, you're kind of soft.
She a softie.
What's going on here?
I love Hallmark movies. That's all I watched during Christmas time.
This is not the person we were talking to 3 minutes ago.
Straight softie.
Are you kidding? I love Hallmark movies.
But she don't want a pussy.
I don't.
Soft, but she don't want a pussy.
I don't know no Hallmark movies with thugs.
No, hold up.
Tyler Perry does
like
not produce
men.
Hallmark movies.
You like alpha men.
I do.
Yeah, you don't.
Tyler
like
Perry does not produce Hallmark movies. There's no
I'm
black
still
dude
a
with
female.
braids.
I'm still a female. Come
That's
on now.
That's a bullshit movie anyway.
But all his movies have a thug and a knight in shiny armor.
I don't fuck with none of them Tyler Perry movies.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. No, none of those movies. So you want like a guy like buying baggies at the store to bump your cart and shit? Like,
no, I would have to say, just based off of our conversation, you want someone who's assertive and confident, but still respectful of who you
and
are.
polite. Excuse me, did I drop my gun over here? Excuse me, can I use your bathroom to wash this blood off my hands?
Oh my God.
You don't have to be violent to be an alpha male.
No. I need someone who's going to challenge me and not call me intimidating. Do you think I'm intimidating?
No. You're light work.
I told you deal with pussies. That's all that is.
No.
That's who I've been encountering here.
Because you ain't been in the right circles.
Well, I don't. And you don't want to put you on nobody too vicious because girls who are dominant fall in love with men who can hold them in their place and they become soft to those men. Mm-hmm. So when you meet a woman like you and she's dominant and the more you start loving a guy, you become soft. And he's not used to you being this soft and in love. He's used to being tough.
Yeah.
And now it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, you were just shooting guns with me last week and now I can't reload over here. What the fuck? Like, that's what it is. Like, that's how that shit go. But so now your ideal place to meet a guy is the grocery store.
That's just my fantasy.
It's your fantasy.
But, I mean.
So like you meet a guy at the grocery store. He takes you to the perfect sushi date. And he picks you up, drops you off. He doesn't pressure you or push up on you for sex. And then you kiss and it's fireworks.
Yeah. Hells yeah.
He's going to the D. He's doing the blade dance all the way down I-96 to meet dad. Yes.
Oh, man. Honestly, if there's a connection,
can't beat it.
You can't.
Love is a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm not very good at it, but
and why don't you think you're good at it? What's some are some of your flaws?
I'm not good at dating, I think.
What's some of your flaws?
Are you picky when you date?
I think I am a little picky. You got to have good shoes. That's the first thing I know it sounds shallow, but you got to have good shoes. They got to be clean.
Okay.
You have to be okay that I smoke weed.
Okay.
Am I giving qualities of what I look for in a guy?
Well, the shoes and the weed is just not a giveaway. I think it's other things you should look for in a man.
Yes. Well, duh. I'm just saying.
I mean, I know you know that, but I'm saying like,
I don't know, honestly.
because as a man, we could judge you on what type of weed you smoke. Like, you smoke Reggie? Oh my God. I'm out of here.
The stickiest of the icky. You see that face she made?
Are you smoking Reggie? What
Yeah,
the
right.
fuck?
I
You Chaldean. Hell no.
Straight fire.
I might have to hook you up
Nah,
with some of my plugs.
nah, she's from Chaldean. She probably can hook you up, but they motherfucker got
She probably is the plug.
Man, she got that
I
shit
need
in-
look.
I
I
usually
need.
am.
I need some.
Look,
I need
look,
some
I
extra
really am,
income.
look.
I need some extra income. Okay.
Look, she got the,
I got a car to build and guns to buy. Okay.
Look,
so
she-
Hook me up.
Hey, I have nothing to do with this conversation on the radio or the podcast.
This is not on the radio, motherfucker. We can say whatever the fuck we want.
Oh
on
gosh.
the podcast.
Anyway,
Raw and uncut. So what
I
are
did-
what are
I
some
would've-
of your flaws?
my flaws.
In your opinion,
She
what
was finna tell you why she's not good at love. I'm sure they correlate.
keep it real. Come on, you know. Don't even hesitate.
I think I get turned off when a guy catches feelings too quick.
What's too quick?
Yeah, what's too quick?
I don't.
Definitely
I don't know.
2
It's
days.
Definitely 2 days.
Not, yeah,
There's
2
no
days.
time
Definitely
frame
2
on this.
days. I'm just very like go with the flow and let things happen naturally.
So you want him to catch feelings after you catch feelings. Like, okay, you know I like you, not like
I
me
feel
back.
like you just kind of know if
Like
you
me
both
back.
like
Have you
each
ever
other.
been swept off your feet? Like, blown away, like, God damn, this motherfucker got me fucked up right now.
She's been
See,
open.
I've been in love. I would
been
say
open before?
once, like really in love, and it was passion. It was
Why did y'all
a
break
bad
up?
relationship.
Why did y'all break? 'Cause-
Off and on for 5 years. It was a tornado. It was one of those things where it was like it was really good when it was good, but when it was bad, it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I don't
And
think nobody's really good at love. I think it's something you have to just kind of grow into and be good at. I think the person you're with, you have to be
Exactly.
good at loving them.
Yes.
Because I mean, as I get older, I realize that you can be deeply in love with somebody and not be with them. Like, I don't think we should be together.
Yep.
It's toxic.
My ex and I.
And
We'll always love each other, but we will never. Be
But that's a
together.
fucked up feeling, though.
It is a fucked up feeling.
That's a fucked up, like the person.
Gotta love
you
each
lo-
other from a distance.
The person you know, it's like Bobby and Whitney. Like, I know we should be together, but we just smoke too much crack together. It's like I
Yeah.
can't do this with you. Like, I love the fuck out of you. And I think for me, man, love, the more you love a person, the more you change and the more you compromise and you give in. And I feel like sometimes women may take advantage of you compromising and giving in.
Yeah.
So when you give in so much, you start to lose yourself. And it's like, who the fuck have I become?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I never want to, and I did lose myself in that relationship, and I got myself out. And so I know what I want and I know what I don't want.
It's like, how to,
Like-
you're like, what the fuck am I doing? And you just keep holding purses in the middle of the mall. Like, what the fuck?
Bottom
Right.
line, I just want like
It's,
a
you know
ride
what?
or die. Like someone to be
seems
my
like to me,
partner in crime is
it's-
gonna
yeah.
kick it with me.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna rob the bank, you drive the car.
Yes.
Like, I feel
Exactly.
like that's what
Right.
you're looking for. And I think everybody's looking for that, but it's also about the connection. People don't understand that.
You need
Beauty-
passion.
And I think one thing people are afraid to be vulnerable and say, listen, I'm giving
Because
you,
people use that shit
That's
against
me.
you.
That would be my flaw.
Here is my all in your hands. And
Don't
I'm
fuck it
trusting,
up.
I'm trusting you with
Yeah.
it.
But people use that
Whatever-
shit against you, though.
Right, they do. And the thing is that, say, I give you my all. Whatever you want to do, let's do it. I got your back 110%. And people are scared to do that. Because they've been
definitely
burned.
my flaw.
Because they've been burned. And on the flip, a lot of people don't know how to accept someone saying, here is my all. Whatever you want to do, I got it. And they don't know how to balance and say, okay, let me be careful with this. You know, so I think it's a combination of people are afraid to give their all, and then the other people don't know how to manage it.
That's a good point. I mean, in my last relationship, that was a big thing that didn't work out. He always felt like I had walls and guards up, and
And was it
And
true?
you probably
yes,
did.
yeah, 100%. He and I are great friends. Like,
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I'm really fucked up.
yeah, like,
like it's,
he before I went on my Bumble date, he said I was like I'm nervous. I'm gonna look for things to
Compare.
No, I'm nervous. I'm gonna look for things to
Turn you away.
turn me off by him. And he goes, well, those are your walls. That is classic you. So, but I didn't need to look for things.
Right.
I actually tried to give him a chance, and then
Do you get upset when your ex calls you out or shit like that, and he knows it, and you like, fuck you?
No, it doesn't upset me because he and I are super tight, and like
Some women can't be called out on that shit.
A lot
More
and
than-
you know what?
He
you
knows
can't just,
me.
You can't just put it on women. I think people in general don't like getting
Called
on
out.
their shit.
Yeah.
You
truth
know?
hurts.
But
A
sometimes
lot- the
most
truth does
men
hurt,
don't. Most
but
men
you
don't
have
give
to
a fuck.
But man, it's a men.
No, men, they do care. But I'm saying, but if you call him out on this shit, like you're a dog, he might fight it, but he in his head he knows.
But a lot of people act like some bitches when the truth hit them, and they don't know how to handle
get all
that
defensive.
Shit. They get
You
super
just like
defensive.
calling people pussies and bitches.
I mean, I'm just saying, I call them what I see, you know? And the thing is that a lot of people don't understand that if I call you out on your shit, or if someone calls you out on your shit, you gotta understand how it's delivered and where it's coming from. Cause somebody can be like, oh, you fucking up, and they coming from a place of malice or some bullshit where they're not really there for you or to help you grow or do anything
Yeah.
like that. They're just there to kind of tear you down and be fucking nasty
Fuck that
about
person.
it. Right. But if it's someone who genuinely gives a fuck about you, your well-being, your ability to grow as a person, and they say, listen, you not hitting the mark. You fucking up here, and here. This is why I'm saying this, because I give a fuck about you. Even when that person approaches that, people can't handle that.
You know what's funny? You just proved a study that came out not too long ago that says your meaner friends, or like your mean friends, care about you.
Absolutely.
But it's a fine line. They could be just bitches and
Oh yeah,
assholes,
no,
too.
I have
No.
Some
I have
people-
straight up bitches in my life, and you
Right.
got to know how
Right.
to, balance your
Right.
time with them. But then there are people like he just described. If they're
You breaking shit. You break, you buy.
Nah,
no,
it's
nothing
good.
broke. I just
Town
hit it.
Square, bring that motherfucking
Yeah.
check.
Wait, for real, I just hit something.
You good.
Yeah, can you hear?
Can you hear me?
Hold
Nope.
up. Push it in.
Push it.
The
bottom part.
here.
Oh.
Right here. Yep, right here.
This
No,
part?
no, this part. Yeah.
Yep.
No, you gotta
Say
take.
something now.
Hello.
Yep,
There we
I can
go.
hear
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Can you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Right? No, now I don't hear myself.
Hold up. Now I hear you. Hold
Yeah.
up. I mean,
Hello. There we go.
You good?
Yeah.
You sure?
I just moved this part
stop
right here.
fucking up.
Anyway, what you just described is like,
It's a fine line between that shit. though.
yeah, like if someone is gonna come at you like that, it's because they care about you.
Right.
They don't want to see you. I don't know.
It
I
has
guess,
to. It has to be no intent behind. They care about you, and it's about you. If they
Right.
if they somehow make it about them while you're doing something wrong all the time, then that's the selfish way to come.
I tell you
from.
like this: me and one of my good friends, damn near was ready to go to blows, cause I flat out like fucking just like I unloaded and I gave him the real, and I told him, I said, I'd rather tell you this to your face and say this shit than be fake and feel this way behind your back, because
Yep.
it's a lot of people who feel this way, but they don't want to be friends enough with you to say that shit. And this is me
I like
saying,
that.
and
I
this
respect
is,
you
and
for
this
that.
is me saying this to you, even though I know you don't want to hear this shit. Even though I see you getting pissed and want to swing on me right this minute as I say it. But I couldn't consider myself your real friend if I didn't say this shit to you. And we was on beefed out like cold red, like motherfuckers is calling each other like, yo, we gotta squash this, whatever. We eventually squashed the shit. And after that, we became better friends.
he couldn't take it at the time.
He couldn't take it at the time, and he had to digest it. And
then
coming
when
back,
he did, he probably realized you were right.
And
he
that's
was
how
like,
relationships work,
and
too.
he was like, yo, like me and him are better friends now than we was back then, because he knows that anything I ever say to him is gonna be on some
Real shit.
real
That's how
shit.
you and your ex would be back together.
You know what
No.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
My ex and I, no, we realized we were better as friends. My last ex, not
Yeah.
the one that I told you about that was off and on.
Not the Bobby Brown situation.
No, this last ex, we dated for 2 years, but it was definitely, we realized we're literally like best friends. Some people think it's weird. They're like, how does that happen? But we
It can
actually are
happen.
really good friends.
It can
And,
happen.
he tells me about girls he's interested in. He's gotten ready at my place for a date. Like, we're cool.
Would you ever go back?
We're cool with each other's families. No.
Would you ever go back?
Nope. Neither. We'll never get back together because we're not in love with each other.
Right.
We love each other, but we're not in love with each
different.
other.
It's different.
No, it's definitely different. It's a difference.
Different.
Yeah, like I care for him. Like I would do anything for him. Like, you know what I mean? He was in Florida. I had his cats with me, you know, like all my cat daddy.
Your cat daddy.
But we would never get back together. There's no sexual tension between us. We hang out. We go to the bars together. You know what I mean?
That's good. Sometimes you have to go through different tunnels to get
sometimes
friendships.
I got to push him, be like, you're cramping my style. People may think we're together right now.
Still, yeah. Well, still my ex. Don't be talking to my ex, you know.
Well, you know, just when I'm like, go to the bar. I don't want guys to think like we're booed up and they won't come up to me.
Funny shit. I'm DJing somewhere, right? I got to tell this story.
Oh, gosh. Tell the story because I got to dip.
All right, real quick.
Go, yeah.
I'm DJing somewhere, and it was this guy that was just like, I don't know, did he come with you, or did he meet you there, or whatever?
We were in separate groups.
But he was like hovering, like just all like on her or whatever, and I'm like, and I could tell like she was uncomfortable. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is up? Like, you are? And she was like, and like she literally told me like, this dude is all up on me, and I can't shake him or whatever. So she was like standing by me to kind of get him to get the fuck away. So I get the text. Out. I did not pull a gun, but I was like, yo, my man, I'm gonna need you buy my shit. I need you to fall back. And he kind of like looked at me and like puppy dog eyed her like, and he left or whatever. I was trying to throw the alley.
He's in a relationship now, thank God.
He loves her.
But that was the night he got the hint. Between you and someone else who told him. So someone else, when a friend of mine.
Did you date him?
No, we weren't dating. We hung out. We had makeout sessions. Okay. And it was
fun.
But I told him.
I need to know what that is.
We'd make out from time to time.
Yeah, they would kiss, but she would not let him pass go.
Yeah, and I told him early on, nothing is gonna come out of this. Like, it's fun. Like, we actually had a really good time hanging out. Like, we had great conversations, and he was a good kisser. I gotta hand him that. But I didn't want to. And I told him early on, nothing is going to happen here. And he caught feelings and started putting his hand on my lower back.
And that was enough for you.
That was enough. Like, you put your hand on my lower back, you're trying to claim me. So
out in public,
yes,
the lower back.
Yes.
And you didn't want him to ruin the thug that might follow you.
Exactly. But that was the night. A friend of mine went up to him, and I felt really bad, and I apologized to him for this, but we had the talk that was necessary. Went up to him, he was like, dude, she doesn't want to date you. She doesn't want your hand on her back. So get the fuck over it. And he, like, A-line for the exit. And I apologized to him for that. I was like, that was really mean.
But it was the truth.
It was necessary.
It was very necessary. And he and I still, like, we'll see each other because we're part of this thing called the social club.
And you'll speak?
And we'll speak. Yeah, we're cool with each other. We caught up. Like, I've met his girlfriend, and, he found someone who actually wants to be in a relationship. So
with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, closing remarks.
We appreciate you coming through.
We do appreciate you. We got to do this again. If you want to come and thrash us again.
Yes.
I didn't thrash too bad.
You could bring more questions for us next time.
I will. I most definitely will.
We definitely appreciate you coming by, answering questions, being thorough, being 100. Mm-hmm. And
would you like to give out your social media stuff for people to follow you? Well,
I don't have like a personality page or anything. It's my personal page.
And she don't want to get that personal out. She got too much Bumble.
No, too many pics coming through.
Too much buzzing.
Too many dick pics coming through. Penis pics.
We're out of here, man. You out of control.
I'm not out of control. She said it.
Me? I'm just speaking the truth. Of what dating is in 2018. Unsolicited dick pics.
And we're going to end it with that.
On that. Take it easy, y'all. Peace.